comments? Bob, you have the first question on Jr.
Avery, obviously this was a emotional game. How about the job the guys did there in overtime to pull this one out?
Yeah, we really turned up our defense in overtime, and we scored the ball. We had started to struggle there, Bonnie, with our pick and roll coverages for a minute. And I had to remind the guys that one of the big points of emphasis coming into this game was to defend the three-point line. And what that meant is Chandler's going to get some little shots there inside and even maybe an offensive rebound or two. But with this team being a prolific three-point shooting team, the goal was to defend the three-point line even if we gave up some stuff inside. And I thought we did a great job of that. But I thought at one stretch there we started making it too easy on Chandler. So we got our pick and roll coverages down a little bit better. We had a high rating on defense in overtime and there at the end of the fourth quarter and pulled the game out. Probably the game would have been over a little bit sooner. You know, we're up by 5 there. We get a stop and it kind of stripped us from behind. But we'll take it any kind of way we can get it.
Can you talk about the atmosphere in that place today now that you've seen it?
Yeah, and I know we talked about that pregame. Again, every time, some sort of Knick contingency started to cheer, our fans got louder. And, this is what we've been dreaming about since I've been here. It's a nice feeling, and I'm glad we rewarded our fans with a victory. They deserve it.
Avery, obviously in a big game like this, you expect big games from your big players. And, to have a game like that from Deron on such a big stage.
Yeah, Deron is a big stage player, and he really dominated the game. Thought his pick and roll coverages was good. Good assists, on time, on target passes. And Deron did an outstanding job. Brook was good. Brook, except for the little strip there from behind, Brook was good. 5 block shots. But on a night like tonight, we don't win this game without a couple of people. One, Gerald Wallace. We talked in pregame about our versatility. Now you see it. Gerald can play some 4. Maybe, a guy like Blatch doesn't play as much tonight. We went with Reggie Moore as backup 5. And then Reggie Evans. His energy. In the first half, those offensive rebounds kept us in the game. And then, Stackhouse. What more can I say? Big threes. Every three was at the right time. He was in a good rhythm in his spots. And he had really good energy. That was the whole idea of resting him on yesterday. And I didn't know he was going to be this ready, though. I can't take any credit. All of the credit goes to Stackhouse and our team. They did a great job.
Avery, going back to Gerald, Carmelo had 35 points tonight, but do you think that Gerald's defense was key on him tonight in terms of making him have tough shots and whatnot out there?
Again, you got to pick your poison. So if you double team him every time, Novak's going to ding you with a 3. Felton's going to ding you. One of the jobs that we did tonight, really good defensively, was on J.R. Smith. So again, you got to pick your poison, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But the idea was crowd Carmelo, make it tough on him. We weren't going to just send double teams the whole game. We did it every now and then, try to catch him off guard, but try to make him score over the top. And he's a handful. He's a big guy. And to see it up close and personal, it's really scary sometimes how good he is. So, but look at what Gerald and Bogans and Joe Johnson, how they fought him and fought him every inch, and drew some offensive fouls on him, which was critical.
Coach, what do you think's enabled your team defense to come together the way it has the last few games?
Another game where the coach wasn't happy in the first half. I wish they would make me happier for the whole game, because defensively in the first half, they're shooting 40% from the field. And a couple of, offensive rebounds there. 1 or 2 that we probably should have been in better position for. But they got us all back happy in the second half. I thought our defense in the second half was really good overall. Had a couple of breakdowns here and there. But to hold the Knicks, a high-powered offensive team, to 89 points in an overtime game, you got to give our guys a lot of credit for that. They really fought through a lot of adversity. we thought we had the game in hand in regulation, and then it disappears.
Everything that seemed like the general message for you guys, even going back a couple of months, was that this was going to be almost like a 1 of 82 kind of thing. Did you sense that there was a little bit more in them tonight, though, with this, that they sensed that there was a little bit more importance than just 1 of 82?
Well, I think it all started this morning. Just when we came in to watch film, guys were really early. So I thought, on the Monday morning New York traffic, I was just thinking maybe somebody may be, late or whatever. And we don't have anybody normally late, but guys were really exceptionally early and was locked into our video this morning. We had a pretty long video. But I sensed it a little bit more as the game went on. Deron started to talk a little bit more. You saw Gerald Wallace coming out of nowhere to block shots and rebound. The way they were talking during timeout and really making some suggestions on what we should do offensively. Great bucket by Brook there in the paint. Tyson was fighting some foul trouble. So I sensed it a little bit more as the game went on, but it all started this morning.
Avery, you're 9-4. You're tied first in the Atlantic. You have some big wins over Boston, Clippers, the Knicks. I mean, what do you think this particular win does, not only for your on-court brand, but this franchise's off-court brand as well?
Well, our league is a 24-hour cycle league, right? Or in our case, 48-hour cycle, because we're going to be playing in Boston. But for us, like I told our team, I'm happy for them. They deserved to win. They played hard. They played against an outstanding team. That's a hot team. But there are no parades. There are no trophies right now. It's still early. But at the same time, this is a step in the right direction. Now we got to go out on the road and play some good basketball and hopefully get back home and continue to get this feeling at home. This is a great feeling that we have at home. And the building is loud. And our fans are into it.
Avery, when Brook has a matchup like Defensive Player of the Year and Tyson Chandler, do you talk to him more in video sessions before the game, during the game, than you normally would?
Yeah, and the main thing is, try to make sure that he keeps Chandler on the move. When you get Chandler, you saw a couple of times Brook kind of got stuck, but he made a great move there. But trying to keep him on the move, he's a tough guy to score on, and he's so active and agile. But it's not just Brook. It's our other guys, because our spacing has to be correct, because if our spacing is not good, then they're going to be able to flood the paint on us, and Brook really is not going to have much room to operate. But our spacing was pretty good. You saw Stackhouse, a couple of guys get some backside threes because we were in the right spots.
Coach, what led to the decision to play Jerry Stackhouse so many crunch time minutes? At the same time, why not play Chris Humphries for as long as he sat?
Yeah, you know what? We had a couple of defensive situations because they were subbing in offense and defense. And, I was talking to my coaches. We were thinking about getting Reggie back in. But then if we would have gotten the rebound, Stackhouse would have been on the bench. And he was one of our guys that was hot from three. So we decided just to stay small and keep Gerald kind of as our small four to combat their small four situation. It's just a chance you take. And we got burned a couple of times on some rebounds that Reggie would probably get, but we just decided to stay small.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought he played great. He's always a good challenge for me, a good gauge to see where I'm at. A fantastic post defender. I know I'm going to get his best. It's always fun to play against him.
Coach said that you guys were in a lot earlier today, looking at a lot of film. Seemed to maybe a little bit more on the line here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We watched a lot of their pick and rolls, how they really share the ball out of them, move the ball, and get guys good looks.
Talk about the energy in the place.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. It was a great game for the fans, and having two great teams in New York is definitely, the fans are in the best position of all.
It's just one game, but what does it mean to you guys to get this first one against the Knicks?
I thought it was great. We really kept our composure. It was a good test for us. Our team stuck together, We didn't play a perfect game. We made a few mistakes down the stretch, but we stuck with it.
Were there feelings that this was a little bit bigger than just another game?
I think so. It's tough to say no to that. Once again, just the proximity of everything, the build-up, and again, the fans saying it, you know, it makes it a little something. And the fans definitely did their part in the arena tonight.
Brook, you're now tied with the Knicks atop the Atlantic. You guys have the edge because of the tiebreaker. Do you envision going head-to-head with them for the rest of the season for first place?
No question, it'd be a fun game every time out.
Brook, when you go to the line, you know, 2 huge free throws down the stretch, can you imagine that, you know, rehabbing this summer and trying to get to that place?
I just want to be playing. You know, it really made me realize how fortunate I am to be playing basketball, you know, out here and having a good time with my guys. You know, I missed that last year.
Coach, you also talked to you about being the younger brother in this relationship. What do you think a win like tonight does for that standing?
You know, I think it does a lot. You know, it shows how much we've improved, you know, and I think we're continuing to get better each and every game.
Brook, what did it feel like to pull down that rebound that really sealed off the Knicks' chances at the end?
You know, I don't really have much to say about the rebound, but our guys did a great job defensively the last 5 minutes of the game and then in overtime. You know, we really kept it together, helped each other out, and locked down.
Brook, what's this win mean for you guys? Against the Knicks?
Yeah, it's a great benchmark for us. You know, we knew coming in they were one of the best teams in the league, no question. You know, and we wanted to really come out and show something tonight. And like I keep saying, you know, we're continuing to improve every game. You know, and I think it's scary how good we can be.
How much does that energy help to have home court, true home court advantage?
Yeah, the fans, they are amazing tonight. You know, they were really big for us. And we were down late. They kept the energy alive. You know, they were a huge pick-me-up for us, and you know, we got back in the game. Man, I can't really say enough about Reggie. You know, he is what he is. He has an incredible nose for the ball. He knows he's going to go after it tenaciously every time. You know, it's something I try to emulate. And you know he's going to come out and play every night. And you know, Stack's a vet who you know can play. He has a high basketball IQ. He can shoot the ball, score the ball. And you know what you're going to get from him as well. So when you put him in that position late in the game, you know he's going to be there to knock down big shots.
Is Reggie making you tougher?
Oh, no question. I think it works that way with our entire front court practice.
Brook is one of the few guys that have seen the worst of times with this organization. Do you ever reflect on how far both you've come and this team has come?
Yeah, you know, and I talk to guys about that a lot. You know, it's a boring answer, but it's fun for me. It's completely different. You know, it's really fun to be out there playing for something every night and doing games.
How often do you say you talk to guys? How often do you tell them about just the bad crowd? Is it the bad crowds? Is it what are you telling them?
You know, it's night and day. You know, I just keep saying it's different. You know, we're really blessed to be in this situation, and I think as long as we keep playing the way we are, people are going to enjoy coming out here and watching us play.
Do they ask you how bad it was?
No, Hump and I, we went through a lot, you know, and we're just glad that that's not the situation here right now. Pardon? Yeah, you know, it's just really a matter of sensing the play, and you know D-Will's going to make a great play. He has a fantastic court vision, you know, so if you get down there and you're in his eyesight, he's going to make something happen.
They're going to, 15, 20 shots a game. Is this, and you're on the team right now, is it sort of feel natural to you, or you sort of like, you want to pinch yourself sometimes before the game?
You know, it's, scoring is definitely something I work on. You know, I pride myself on my boots in the post. But you know, aside from that, my guys, Deron, like I already said, Gerald and Joe, they do a great job of getting the ball to me in positions where I can score with one dribble and just go straight up and score.
It was
a great win for us. We wanted to come out. A lot of hype around this game. Fans came out. Huge for us tonight. I thought our season had a little bit of it had a good contingent in there, but I thought it was still a Brooklyn crowd. It gave us a lot of energy down the stretch. We're building, man. We're not going to make this game no more than what it is. Another win toward where we're trying to go. This game, like I said, I'm here to compete. Avery, he's going to do a good job of managing my minutes, probably more so than I want him to. But that's part of it. It's more about, again, about us growing and getting somewhere further down the road, not about so much right now. I feel like I'm in great shape. I can probably do more. But we talked about it and feel like being able to preserve it from the long ball, not running into any setbacks or anything like that. So it's good. I mean, it's good to just, like I said, get out there and feel like I do what I do. Be able to have a team.
The rivalry stuff aside, the Knicks obviously got off to that hot start. They were a playoff team last year. This team was not. As yet another one of those kind of measuring games, I mean, you get confident with the Knicks. Does it feel like you guys are establishing something in terms of where you are in this spectrum?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was almost, the fact that they got off to a hot start probably good. It's kind of that we didn't have that first game, really knocked us on our heels because we were still trying to find ourselves a little bit. We've gotten better each game, and they're missing a guy that's probably a big part of what they do. Jason was out tonight. They probably wouldn't hold. They tested everybody's hold to see where we at. We competed our butts off. Took a big blow from them. They hit us late. Got a little separation. We fought back. And then in overtime, they able to get a little separation ourselves. No, I mean, like I said, man, we all knew this. It's like we have nothing to really do with the New Jersey Nets and what's been going on. We're a new team, organization, we're a new group. A couple holdover guys from what was going on. I feel like we all knew and we built it. We love to build a rivalry. Saying kind of East New York versus West New York, but we know that the Knicks fans are Knicks fans. But I think it's enough kind of honoring the group in Brooklyn that's going to represent for us.
You guys are looking for you see the Knicks for the Atlantic title this year in the dog fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely. I mean, you never count Boston out. They're going to be right there. They're still trying to find themselves. So it's a lot of basketball still to be played, but it's good. In the midst of our growth, we're still being able to win some games. A lot of times when you're growing, you're not able to string together wins. That's something we're very fortunate enough to do.
What about on defense? It seemed like the last couple of games, you guys, when you stops late in the game or getting what's happening out there?
I mean, a lot of it is just individual defense. I think our team defense has been good, and we've been rebounding the ball when we get misses. But for the most part, I just thought, we battled. A guy like Carmelo, he's going to get big numbers every night. Especially when you get it going like he did. But I thought Gerald and Bose and Joe, when he was on him for a couple stretches, really made him work, and that's all you can ask for. But really, we controlled the other guys. You didn't hear about Novak getting loose and making big J.R. Smith. When those guys start going, and he has a game that he normally has, and that's when they're really tough to beat.
Jared, what's it like going up against Rashid in situations like this after all this
Oh man, it was fun. I mean, it was fun. It's definitely fun. We talked a little bit before the game, and then talked after the game a little bit, chatted a little bit. It's just good to see him out there competing and still playing and knocking down shots. But fortunately for us, we got a chance to knock down a few a little bit later than he did. He told me, that it was fun. Just the respect, man, it's fun to watch you out there, and just say vice versa, man. We love you and keep moving. That's it. I guess trying to maintain your body, man. I love to play. I think the thing that guys do is they take too much time off, and I try not to take too much time off. Sometimes I got young kids that I'm always battling their kids and playing as soon as pick up ball starts in August and September. I'm right back out there to win. So I think that's the key to it. Never stop. And just God bless me, man. God bless me with a pretty good body to hold up. My whole I got older parents. My mom and dad had me when they're like 44, 45. They worked till like 60. I'm ready to stop working 38. That sounds crazy.
Have you had some changes to like the way you work out, the way you eat?
Yeah, I've gotten better with my diet and stuff. I used to eat anything, and now I'm a little more conscious of it. wife, she's big on that, helping me with that aspect of it. But I still splurge from time to time. I love a good steak, and I can eat a piece of pizza every once in a while. But for the most part, I try to do it the right way.
Workout regimen.
I try to stay in the weight room. Working on my body just for maintenance. Even when I feel good, I force myself to get in there and make sure that I'm protecting my body. Little things happen, little things happen. Of course, continue to put yourself in the weight room. You got guys around you that does the same thing. It's easy to just both. We're like a tag team. Me and both. So whenever he goes to the weight room, I know it's probably time for me to go to the weight room.
You mentioned also how much time do you give yourself vacations before you start?
Well, it's been a little different. A lot of people kind of had me in the box the last couple of years. I'm feeling out with older. And that was kind of left a little chip on my shoulder last year. I thought I was still getting the last year being in Atlanta, being part of the playoff series and not even get in the game. I feel like I was still trying to have a game like I did tonight. Just lets me know that I did the right thing. Give it one more shot. Fortunately for me, I got an opportunity with the team to give it another shot. I'm just enjoying it, but I still understand my role. In big games like this, hopefully I can do this. We're still growing. We've got a lot of young guys up here that we want to, build for the future. Marshawn is like my project. Some point in the season where he's going to be able to be in this role and be able to do the same thing he has done.
Talk about the defensive effort that we're talking about.
I think it was a great team defense. We kind of took them out of what they wanted to do. Kind of controlled the pick and roll. And we kind of made Melo take 4 shots. So I think our team defense, and especially in the fourth quarter and in the overtime, was great.
Is this just a regular win for you guys, or is it a little bit more just because?
Yeah, I think it's a big win for us because we're about to go on the road on a 3-game road trip against 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference in Orlando. So, it's important for us to get this win before we go on the 3-game road trip and kind of keep our momentum.
Coach Avery said this. We got a lot of you guys came early today to watch film. Was that extra focus going into the game?
We knew how important this game was, and we know it was going to be a lot of hype behind it. So we wanted to stay focused. We didn't want to call it from the hype. We wanted to concentrate on what we had to do to win the game and prepare ourselves for it.
It seemed like in the fourth quarter and overtime, you specifically had it looking around. You wanted to go out there and just play defense and also score the ball whenever you could. What about that?
Just starting trying to get back to myself. I think, I felt pretty good coming into this season. I think I had a great training camp, and then I had a setback with the ankle injury that put me out for 2.5 weeks. So I kind of lost my legs, my wind, my whole rhythm going into the season. So I've been struggling trying to get that back. And tonight just felt good. With the energy from the crowd, it felt good out there on the court. Wanted to be more aggressive and just stay on attack.
What's happened so well for you guys on defense the last couple of games? We've stopped.
We're buying into the principle. We're buying into Avery's principle, and we're playing defense. We're more concentrated on defense. If you look around our locker room, we got guys that can score, anytime, any day. But we got to defend. If we want to be one of the top teams, we got to stop the other teams from scoring. I think that's one of our main focuses right now, and the team is starting to understand that.
What do you think the difference in the overtime was?
I think we made shots and they didn't. I think that was the main thing about it. We executed our offense. We were able to get shots. We were able to get to the free throw line, kind of controlled the whole 5 minutes of the overtime. It's big for us, especially to get the win. We had some key mix-ups. We had some opportunities. We were up like 5 or 6. We had 4 or 5 possessions. We didn't even get a shot or get a good shot or turnover on a possession. So that was big for us to keep fighting and
When you matched up against Gerald, what are you trying to keep him from doing?
It's just like Melo, Ball Pierce, Kobe Bryant, whatever. The main thing is you got to make these shots. They're going to put up big numbers every night. They're going to take as many shots as they want on the team. They're going to shoot anytime they want. Your main thing is, you got to make them work. Don't make it easy for them. Don't make them burn all their energy on the offense end. And, you know, just stay in their face. You know, every time he bent over, I tried to lean on him, you know, put my weight on him, make him hold up more weight. You know, just try to nag him and make him burn more energy.
Is there any better way to start this rivalry off? I mean, overtime at home with a win?
You know, it's a good win for us. You guys make it a rivalry. We just have another team that's in our division, and we're trying to get ahead of. We're trying to win our division.
Was tonight the first time that you felt like yourself?
I think so. I think tonight was the first time I actually felt good moving up and down the court, offensively and defensively. My shots felt good, and you know, just the energy from the crowd really hit that.
How tough has it been to sort of you got new faces, new players? How tough is it playing together?
It's tough in a situation because you know you're not used to playing with these guys, but pretty much everybody knows what everybody can do out on the court. It's just getting everybody's personality to come together as one and concentrate on the main thing. And I think offensively we kind of have it. Some games we don't. It's just depending on who's going. But defensively, we're really starting to pick it up. Where Brook is starting to play really big for us defensively as far as protecting the basket, and we have guys that can defend.
Have you had an offensive foul on Melo on kind of the last play of the game where it was just kind of exciting to chase him down? You just described what happened.
He pushed off. You know, it was a mental thing. I think I saw him when he looked back at me. I figured that, you know, that's what he's going to try to do to get his shot off. So, you know, I kind of baited him into it, and he went for it.
Worry, everything else that came with it tonight?
Well, I just thought it was a big game, you know, in general for us. You know, the Knicks are a great team this year. They came in with a great record, and you know, definitely it's hard to deny, you know, the atmosphere and the media buzz around this game. And so, I mean, it was definitely an exciting game for us. We were definitely, you know, ready enough for the task, and you know, glad we can come out with a victory.
Deron, can you just talk about the home crowd and the support that they gave you throughout the game?
It was great. You know, the fans have been great all year. You know, they were up and loud this whole game. You know, it's just total, you know, 180 from what we saw last year, where, you know, it was mostly Knicks fans, and you know, all the chants and all the cheers were for them. You know, and it's great to feel, you know, that we have that home court advantage finally.
Deron, when the Nets pitched their vision to you, I know you talked a little bit about the general buzz, but like, how much did this match up with the idea you had as far as the team goes and the way the arena was?
Yeah, I mean, this is what they talked about. I think this is what they, you know, visualized was games like this. You know, this was a, you know, playoff type atmosphere. You know, you could definitely feel it on the court, and you know, it was a great game to be a part of.
Aside from all the Knicks-Nets stuff, in terms of you guys being new in the city, the Knicks are obviously more of an established team. They were in the playoffs the last couple of years, and they obviously had that hot start. They were known for kind of their defense. You guys won this with defense, and you also held down, you know, they were the top offense that they coming in. Is there something that you guys showed just in terms of just the head-to-head there, in terms of establishing the pecking order, and that you guys are in this in the division?
You know, I mean, it's one game, you know, and it was a good win for us, but you know, we still have to play 3 more times and maybe in the playoffs. So, you know, we can't just, you know, be excited if we won a championship. We didn't win the championship in New York. You know, we won a game against a division rival, and it was a great game for us. So, you know, that's about it.
Deron, Avery calls you a big stage player. What enables you to thrive on a big stage like this tonight?
I mean, I still haven't shot the ball well. You know, I'm just trying to get through these injuries and these little nagging injuries, and hopefully, you know, I can shoot a little bit better. Help my team out a little bit more, but you know, I'm just trying to, you know, do the little things, get everybody involved, you know, play solid defense, and help my team win.
Deron, how important are veteran players like Jerry Stackhouse to teams being successful?
Very, very important. You know, I talked a lot about Billy in the off season about, you know, just going out and getting veteran guys. You know, aside from, you know, Oklahoma City, you know, most of the teams that are established have veteran players. So it's very important for the locker room to keep the locker room together. It's important for tight games like these. You know, having guys like Stackhouse, Bogans that you can call on and know that they're always ready to play because they're professionals.
Deron, what did the absence of Jason Kidd do to their offense?
Well, you know, Jay does a lot for them. You know, even if it doesn't show up in the stats. You know, he's one of the greatest point guards ever played a game. So, you know, the ball's going to definitely move a lot better with him out there. I think they're going to push the ball a little bit more in transition. Well, we did a great job of getting back and stopping them, but they, you know, you can definitely tell they missed him out there.
Darren, hey, what's up? You guys are now tied with the Knicks for first place in 94. Actually, you own the tiebreaker now that you guys are in first. Looking ahead, what do you see this Atlantic Division shaping up as? Do you see it going, you and the Knicks going for that spot? Do you see the Celtics coming back at all?
Again, we've only played 11 games? 11 games, so there's a lot of basketball we play. You know, you can't, I mean, Boston's right there, Philly's right there. You can't just, you know, because we won one game, you know, not talk about those teams. So, you know, we have a lot of basketball we play. You know, we can still improve, we can still get better, and that's what we continue to do. You know, we're not going to get caught up in we're number one in the division right now, because that could change tomorrow. So we're just going to continue to work hard and practice and games and get better.
Deron, the fans envision this rivalry between you and the Knicks to be bigger than the Red Sox and the Yankees. From a player's perspective, how large do you think that the rivalry with the Knicks can become?
Well, that's a big rivalry, and I'm not a Yankees or Red Sox fan. So, you know, it's like, again, we play one game against them now, you know, in Brooklyn, and you know, I believe it's going to be better as it goes on and more heated as it goes on. Only time will tell.
Deron, I noticed you holding your shooting wrist a lot. Is that been bothering you at all? When I know you had surgery a couple of years, is that one of the injuries now?
Yeah, I guess when I went up against Blake Griffin, I landed on. I came down and braced my fall with the right wrist, so I jammed it. You know, it didn't have anything to do with the surgery. It's been fine. I just you know, kind of sprained that joint, so you know, it's been a little bit sore.
Deron, obviously the goal is to win a championship, but would you consider this your highest point, the team in first place, winning at home since you've been in that?
Yeah, because I've never been in first place in the division, that's for sure. You know, since Utah, so you know we're riding high right now, but again, you know, we have a Boston team next game that's, you know, probably looking for payback from, you know, the game we played them here. So, you know, we're definitely happy about this win. We're excited. We're going to celebrate tonight, but tomorrow, you know, we're going to shift our focus to Boston.
Darren, you had as many assists as the entire Knicks team did tonight. What did you do the offense to run so successfully?
Well, Coach talked a lot about pushing the ball. You know, we wanted to push the ball in transition, try to get some easy baskets. You know, we didn't have a ton of fast break points, but you know, I just think the pace was a little bit better. You know, we got into our sets a little bit earlier, so you know, we've been shooting a lot of you know, shots late in the clock, and we want to kind of eliminate that.
Last question. On defense, the last couple of games, what are you guys doing down the stretch specifically to actually come out here and make sure you guys close the games out?
And we just pay attention to detail. You know, we have game plans going into every game. And certain players we play certain ways, and I think we kind of focus at the end of games. You know, we know that we have to get stops. That's first and foremost, and we just kind of buckle down and do that.
Okay, thank you, everyone.